It's time for women to be included in the ZM Attire rankings, and who better than the big three, Naomi, Jade, and Bianca. They are objectively the most prominent trio of women in WWE in the past year, and I feel so vindicated having watched their entire careers up to this legendary run, all the way to Jade's title win now. I cannot wait for Naomi to come back. We got 30 plus attires to cover, let's go. Kicking it off at 31 is Naomi's Saudi fit, and yeah, this ain't her fault. At the very least, she tried to make her bodysuit fit her character and wardrobe, but that XXL tee just totally fucks us all up. The sneakers with no kick pads is a bit of a bummer as well. Naomi's got some heat coming up though. Well, this ain't heat for sure. Yeah, Slayomi is a wonderful concept for an attire from WWE Champions, but the execution here is horrible. Aside from the boring attire whose saving grace is the caution tape, this is so befuddling. These rankings are never about model recognition, but who is this? Like seriously, that face scan is horrible. The police fit ain't ringing any bells either. I promise I'm not dogpiling on Naomi, they just kept doing her dirty. This is Cyber Naomi, another good concept for an attire. Her whole aesthetic was neon. This should have been awesome. What we got was super half-assed. The glowing skin was so dull to me, they at least could have added some of the decals from her actual fits. 28 brings us to Jade Cargill's video game debut in Fight Forever, and man, AEW Jade was my favorite women's wrestler at the time in terms of presentation. The baddies section and the that bitch era was just awesome. I remember going to the Fertitta Center Dynamite and Jade walking just right next to me with the baddies. That was a cool moment. This is a super basic fit, but it's a bit sentimental to me. The pink shards will always be a crowd pleaser in my eyes. Well, Funkadactyl Naomi was bound to come eventually. Yeah, I can't believe how far she's come after this. I think the only thing to note about this pretty boring fit is the lace openings on the thigh. Otherwise, this might be her most nothing happening default attire in games. Moving on, we've got this Mayhem neon yellow fit for Naomi, and this is super bare bones. The pink accents on a neon color will always look nice, but man, I kinda expected more. This just looks like street clothes. We're on to Elite Jade now from 2K24, and this is a total joke entry from the devs, but I really appreciate fun little stuff like this. The model is awesome, but the gear here is pretty stripped down compared to her other gray tone design that we'll cover later. 24 brings us to WWE Champions once again for the Glamour EST Bianca, and this is what I'm assuming is an 80s themed attire. This really brings back glow vibes from the 80s. The loose jacket and tights combo make her look a bit chunky though, and I'm not a fan of that because this model actually isn't too bad. The gold colorway is awesome, the print on the leotard is super old school, thankfully the jacket is pretty cool too. It's almost kind of like Macho Man-esque, and the glasses and earrings are pretty sick too. The lack of her traditional decals though does unfortunately hold this back for me. 2K16 Naomi is up next, and this is a fit I barely remember, having watched the entirety of 2015 WWE, almost never having missed a show. The layered singlet and top is awesome though, it's almost reminiscent of Willow Nightingale's Owen Hart tribute. I love this colorway, and those wrist straps are pretty nice as well. This is pretty nice. Back to WWE Mayhem for Pinstripe Bianca at 22. And this is just a good basic Bianca attire. Just monochrome stripes that look pretty cohesive all around with the black and white boots. My only real complaint here is the lack of any lettering on this fit at all. Like, where's the EST? Just missing the top 20 is Always Shine Naomi from Champions, and this is essentially just an orange color swap of her 2K22 attire without any of the hair clips. I actually really enjoyed this, but it's too nondescript to be very high up the list. The scattered decals all over the fit though will always be pretty cool looking to me. 2K19 marked Bianca's video game debut, and man, this isn't a bad fit to debut in whatsoever. It's crazy to think that she's had this theme song since 2018. The jacket is pretty bare bones though, truly an indicator of her being pretty fresh to the scene. The EST decal is fun though, and I love the EST lettering in her hair. The glasses are pretty fun here. This ring attire, while being super cohesive, is a bit stripped down for her though. I do like the bicep bands though, and this is a nice starting place for her in terms of her video game career. Moving on, we got Naomi's 2K Battlegrounds Green Laces alt, and this is somewhat similar to her default in that game, but the laces here almost remind me of her teaming with Sasha at Mania 38. The colorway here is on point, the lettering on the kick pads is pretty nice, like this is a nice middle of the road fit for me. We're on to Naomi in 2K17 next, and the green is just an awesome accent color on her. The bandana top is sweet and very memorable, the vest is fun and pretty new at the time, the Nao Mob armbands are pretty cool, and the matching belt and kick pads are super well implemented as well. This is just a pretty complete package. Up next is Bianca's purple alt, and this is a very nice callback to the main event of WrestleMania 37. One of the most underrated, super solid women's matches in recent memory. This fit is pretty basic, but it's pretty nice. The side lettering is fun, the silver accents are nicely implemented, the OG boots and bicep bands are fun too, like this is nice as hell, super nostalgic for me. But even more appealing from WWE Mayhem in my opinion was the all over print alt. This is crazy vibrant and detailed. The tile pattern of her old logo is awesome. The red and gold is classic, the lips are always fun, the OG boots are back, the bicep band is detailed as well, like that's a really nice detail. This is super overlooked in general for her. Cracking our top 15 is 2K25 Jade. This fit is a bit of a step down from the prior game, but I have a lot of sentiment for this fit. The whole attire is wonderfully balanced, the reflective bits are really cool, the knee pads are pretty sweet, the thigh bands are a nice touch, even the studs stand out well. Like this is nice. I kinda miss her tag run, even though she's the world champion right now. 2K20's Bianca default attire is our next entry, and the B colorway is pretty fun. This is a big step up from her prior appearance in the series, and the jacket is mostly the same with a new little glitter patch on the chest. The glasses are carried over as well, but the hair lettering is unfortunately removed. The decals on her tights are so nice though. The corresponding top is super cohesive once again. I can really dig this early fit for her. Number 13 is our Battlegrounds Green Naomi alt, and y'all know I love a green attire. The singlet here is accented so well in terms of the blue liner, the stars, and the awesome torso holes. And the glow thigh mesh here is also back. The kick pads are matching as well, like this is a pretty underrated attire in general. Moving on, we got Jade's WWE Games debut in 2K24, and this is just the coolest chick to ever live for me in terms of a wrestler. The jacket rules, the hair is awesome, the reflective accents are pretty cool, the top with the shards matching the bottoms is just so nice. The thigh bands and boots are pretty cool as well. Jade always makes herself look like she's $1 billion. Just missing the top 10 is Bianca's 2K22 outfit, and this is pretty sweet. I love the entrance gear, the belly button piercing rules, the earrings are sick, the back lettering is nice, the glasses are still recycled, but we've got new boots. I like how the ring attire is so copacetic with the entrance fit as well. Even the bicep bands are patterned, and that's pretty awesome. This is pretty simple but very effectively appealing. Our top 10 big 3 attires are finally upon us, and Naomi's kicking it off with her 2K25 fit. This is fun, the end of the glow era for sure, but the star in her hair is pretty cool. The jacket is sick as hell, I love the big N logo, the cheetah print rules, the kick pads match super well as well. And I think this is one of her better attires in any game. I'm glad that she left the glow era on top of the card. Moving on, we got Bianca's My Faction 22 attire. This is a bit understated if I'm being honest. The gold and black is a very solid combo though. I like the braid lettering a lot, and the chains in the top are pretty awesome. The hip chains and the lettering is pretty cool, the boots are nice as well. I do think this is a bit more generic than the default in 2K22, but this isn't a bad fit at all. They usually lock in for the My Faction outfits. 2K18 Naomi is up next, and the glow era had just begun at this point. This is super memorable. I really used to love the raver bodysuits back then. Like, this is so crazy vibrant compared to what everybody else was wearing. The designs are very free-flowing. The blacklight hair is sweet. The matching kick pads are just the best. And the pink and green has to be one of my favorite colorways. This isn't horribly intricate at all, but I dig it. We've arrived at Naomi's Champion's Return attire, and this is so cold. The two-tone green is very nice, the polka dots are sweet as well, the N logo is sweet, and I really hope it comes back one day. The jacket is just awesome, the boots with the flames match the jacket greatly, and the hair is just the cherry on top here. This is a super hidden gem. Why was this hidden in a mobile game? Just missing our top 5 is Bianca's newest attire, 2K25's default. Man, these new glasses are sick. The tasseled puffer jacket is ridiculous. The gold and red seem to be a go-to for her, but the earrings are fun. The garters on the thighs with the lips are pretty cool too. I like the gold accents on the short a lot. The red boots rule, the gold chains on the top are pretty wonderful. Even the knee pads, choker, and armbands match. Like, this is pretty slept on. Naomi from 2K19 is up next, and they somehow improved the already baller-ass bodysuit from the prior game with this super cool romper. The Kanye shades might be a little questionable now, but nobody knew what was to come with him. I like the kick pads lettering here. The pink and green is even better implemented with these bold lining aspects spanning the entire bodysuit. This rules quite a bit. Nobody was doing it like her. Our number 4 entry is one of the true out-of-the-box ideas that motivates me to keep making these videos. This is what I live for in attire rankings. This looks fucking ridiculous. I love Zombie Bianca. This model is so cool. The superhero attire, which is lifted from her COVID Royal Rumble win, is just great. This is just so good and so out of the ordinary. I love it a lot. More crazy attires that are actually appealing would be nice. Our big three attires are finally here, and the bronze medal goes to Bianca's 2K23 default. Seeing her Mania 38 fit in a game is so cool. It's probably her most memorable outfit. The marching jacket rules, the gold accents pop so well, I love the tights, the back lettering is ridiculous, the little mesh bits are super nice, and the red lining is really well done. Those gold gloves are very understated, and we've even got gold boots to match. The top with those armbands is just sweet too. Like, I love the back straps in this as well. This is WrestleMania worthy. And somehow, our runner-up even topped that. Bianca from 2K24 in the shorts was a change of pace for sure. We're back to the braid decals too, that's very nice. The pink is a really nice colorway. I love the lining down the torso into the shorts. The jacket is just so cool. I really dig the gems in her hair a lot. The pink pops so wonderfully on the gear and the pads. This is truly a main event look. Like, how do you look at this lady and not give her all the belts looking like that? This was also recycled in the demastered My Faction model, and this looks so awesome. This just looks like they ported her to a DS game. My choice for the undoubted, undisputed best big 3 gaming attire is Naomi's 2K20 attire. If there's one thing the 2K20 got right, it was Naomi. She was on a hot streak for 3 straight games of all-timer fits. The shades, the blacklight fit, the fucking crazy spiral designs on the bodysuit, the lettering, the lining is so striking, the shoes light up. This is genuinely an all-timer fit for anyone in these games, let alone the women. This is like the one time I would have been fine with them recycling an attire for the next game. I appreciate your time and attention immensely. Thank y'all for bearing with me while I gushed about my favorite women's wrestling trio. I know that most of my audience are men, and this probably drove people away, but man, I had to give props to the big 3. They were my favorite WWE act of 2024, and seeing all of them in such high profile positions this year was just awesome. Here's hoping Bianca and Naomi are back soon for a 2026 SummerSlam Triple Threat main event. Take it easy, y'all.